to DEXperience. I guess we'll call this little segment Pokey News. How does that sound?
Yeah,
I like that. We need like a little theme tune for that. Yeah.
Like bow, bow, da bow, Pokey News.
It's the Pokemon news at 10.
Here we go. Oliver's not here with us right now because he's got some work he's got to do. But that's so you got just us three. Logan
Dennis
and Logan.
And Harry.
Oh, I think his name did say. Just already cut out for us.
And Harry.
There we go. And we're going to be talking about the latest trailer came out for the US release of season 23.
It's called Pokemon Journeys, the series.
Mm-hmm. So it
Interesting
came out
title.
in Japan in November, I think.
Yeah, it came out last year, and it's to coincide with the Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah, super
Yes.
cool. And this is like they released this trailer because it's a partnership with Netflix for the US release,
Yes.
which is pretty cool.
Yes.
Because like I was reading up on the news about it that they did it because Netflix has like such a wide spread that it means that like it can almost be, I guess, like a second wind because you have like all the adults who watched it will see it and they'll get their kids into it.
And especially because of the way that the current landscape of the world is right now, Netflix seems to be probably the most. It makes the most sense to probably put it on Netflix.
Yeah, I read somewhere that their subscribers have like skyrocketed since the outbreak of COVID. That just makes sense to me.
Yeah, and you've got I think like they're releasing it like quarterly or something like that. So yeah, episodes.
Oh right, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so like you're not going to be able to just binge all of Pokemon at once.
And that makes sense because as well the anime is currently on hiatus in Japan, so they probably don't want to like
catch up
just because in Japan they're on hiatus right now.
They don't want to catch him.
Yeah.
Catch Ash.
And as well as that, actually they might be in hiatus in America as well. Actually,
I can see that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So should we jump into the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thoughts, I suppose.
So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, actually, going straight from only watching we just recorded episode 11 or whatever. So I'm only 11 episodes through the series, and then jumping into watching a trailer for something that's 22 seasons away.
20 years away.
20 years away. It's like 20
literally
years in the
20
future.
years away. Yeah.
It's nice to see. It's nice to see not much change. I suppose. It's like like nothing's changed.
Yeah, it's true.
But the big change is that like Ash has teeth now.
Does he not have teeth?
And he doesn't. Well, you don't really get to see the teeth in the what we're watching, I should say.
Ah,
But
cool.
like when Sun and Moon hit, like Ash suddenly grew teeth, and that kind of shocked people. Caught people off guard.
I think
well.
the Sun and Moon art shift as well that shocked people.
Oh, for sure.
Didn't like Ash's redesign.
This is a similar design as the Sun and Moon.
It's kind of like stepping back a few of the big changes and kind of incorporating some of the original design.
Oh yeah, because
element.
the humans look weird. Just in my opinion, they look slightly weird, but the Pokemon still look the same and look really cool.
Pokemon look better than ever, for sure.
The Pokemon look great. I think there's just everything looks so clean, like and perfect, like in terms of the texture of the world, which is like quite different going from like the older series.
For sure. Yep.
It's kind of like the difference between like a watercolor and just like doing like a paint bucket effect on like a digital thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. I think so. What happens in this series? It's called Pokemon Journeys. So for just like watching the trailer, we're going to multiple regions because we start off in Kanto.
Like what I'm getting from it is that Ash and his partner, in the Japanese version, I believe his name is Go.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is in this translation. But what I'm getting from it, and I haven't seen any Japanese episodes, so I don't know, is that they're like gyms and leagues are kind of out of the window here, and they're just traveling around regions catching Pokemon, which is a real good shift to well, if it is what it is, that'd be a really interesting shift to what Pokemon has been for 20 years.
It is quite odd that this is it feels like a filler season, like that it's supposed to coincide with Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah, but because like normally does each series just kind of follow the region and stuff?
Yeah, from usually what happens is that anime will like do an episode, do a series, like like a storyline, like a whole series based off of like the game, and then if they've like outpaced the games, they kind of like do filler season or filler arcs
Oh, okay,
where they kind of have a bit more creative control or can
S-
kind of vary the kind of what they've been doing. But now, like Pokemon Journeys is supposed to coincide with Sword and Shield, and it just like if it sounds like they're doing something completely different, which is interesting because they did that already with Sun and Moon, where they did something completely
Yeah.
different.
But with Sun and Moon, like the idea of leagues and stuff was still there. Um, and I'm not getting that from this Journeys. I think it's all about catching Pokemon and traveling, which I'm all for.
yeah, it
I
looks,
think it's a nice refreshing pace from the same copy paste for 20 years.
I have followed like a little bit of the Japanese version,
hmm
and like there are like the series has been doing things that I never thought that they would do. Like, um, I don't know if we want spoilers, probably not. But like
No.
Ash catches some like older generation Pokemon
hmm
as well.
Oh,
Well, I'm not surprised by that if they're traveling through different regions. And Ash
yeah.
did skip out on a lot of Pokemon. And with the classic motto of "Gotta catch 'em all," Ash hasn't caught them all. So I can see why they want to do that.
Well, yeah, actually, in the description for this, it's Ash's goal basically for this season. It says is to still become like a Pokemon master, and his friend's goal is to become someone who catches every Pokemon.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, so like,
He wants to catch a Pokemon that's never been seen before, right?
yeah, and we get Mew, like little.
hmm
I didn't know Mew meowed.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mew.
Yeah, he was like,
Meow.
I was like a shot. I laughed. I thought it was funny.
Meow.
But yeah, it's cool. It looks like lots of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't watch it until like
Until you're 40.
until I'm up to there. So who knows how
So
long that's
in
gonna
20
be.
years' time.
Yeah, I could, but like I kind of want to experience Pokemon.
If you want to watch chronologically, that's season 23. That's a lot of TV.
It is a lot of TV.
like uh yeah, it seems like, like they're trying new things, which is cool. Ash, because they have a new voice actor for they did have a new voice actor. I think now like this current Ash has been Ash longer than the old Ash, which is kind of
They
crazy to me.
changed in, I think it was Generation 5. Voice actors changed.
Generation 3, it was the Battle
Oh,
of
okay.
Frontier season.
There we go.
They
Cool.
changed.
Ah,
And so that was like 2005, I think.
whoa!
It would have been a while back. Yeah.
And it's been the same person for 15 years now.
Yeah.
Ah, because for me it's like a dramatic difference, but I guess for like people who are like
Oh yeah,
going through, you would just
I
be used to it.
I feel like she's got the voice actress for Ash. She's gotten a lot better
Okay.
than originally, and like I can't so I respect that, and like it's weird now that like a lot of people will grow up being nostalgic for this voice of Ash. But it's always, for me, it's always slightly a bit too jarring for me, and I have to watch the Japanese version if I.
Ah, yeah. Is the Japanese voice actor still?
Yeah, she's still the same. Rika Matsumoto. She also sang the opening in some of the Japanese openings.
Oh, cool. Is she a good singer?
Yeah,
Oh,
she is.
awesome. That's cool.
She's
I should listen to the Japanese like openings. I haven't
yeah,
listened to
they're
them.
quite good. Sometimes they show up in the anime in the English versions, like the instrumental versions,
Oh, yeah.
like
Cool.
maybe one-off times. But yeah,
Yeah,
So another thing I'm excited for that was in this trailer is that in the anime we're gonna get to see Dynamax Pokemon.
yeah. Oh, that was the Snorlax Dynamaxes, and the Snorlax has like a garden or something kind of stomach.
Yeah.
Does he have that when he Dynamaxes in?
It's that in the game. Yeah. If
Oh,
you get
does
this
it?
that's the Gigantamax form.
Ah,
of
okay.
Snorlax. Yep.
so Gigantamaxes have unique variations, kind of like Mega Evolutions, whereas Dynamaxing is just they get bigger.
I wonder
So
if we'll see.
Go ahead.
The Gigantamaxing of like the starter three of like Score Bunny and stuff in the series. Before,
It'll be
like, the
interesting
video
because
games
Go
come.
does have a Score Bunny, so it'll be if it evolves into Cinderace, then it'll be pretty funky to see. I'm intrigued how they're gonna use Dynamaxing
Yeah.
Do you think
in the anime.
which one Ash will get? Do you think he'll get?
I don't know if he's gonna, because of how the series is going. I'm not sure. Like, if he's gonna catch one, I think it'll probably be Grookey because he tends to get the grass starters most of the time.
Well, Greninja was quite popular though. as well. And
No,
Yeah, no, I know that.
no
yeah.
one
But
wants
like,
Sobble as their
Sobble is
starter.
great. What are you talking about? I love Sobble.
I hope he gets Score Bunny. I'm a Score Bunny fan.
you won't get Score Bunny if Score's got him. I think Ash tends to go with grass types
Oh,
most
yeah.
of the time.
Corviknight was awesome. Corviknight was sounded
All the
so
sequels.
scary in the trailer. Corviknight, Batman.
Sounded like Batman.
I was
Yeah, so go ahead.
I thought the only thing that was a bit weird for me was jumping onto that big giant bird. I don't know.
On Lugia.
Yeah, was that weird?
Is that kind of normal that they jump on it off?
Well, Lugia is a legendary,
Okay.
and with Go like claiming he wants to catch all the Pokemon and wants them to be seen, like, and we see Ash later again in the trailer riding the same Lugia, I assume. So my theory is that is Go gonna catch this Lugia? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, is that gonna be a part of a team that they're gonna have around? I'm not sure. I'm really intrigued by that.
Yeah, same. This whole season looks really cool, actually.
It looks very different, and I'm quite excited for it.
Yeah.
I haven't been excited for a new Pokemon series since the end of Generation 4, so I'm happy about that.
Just, I guess my last question is: does Ash always start back in Kanto and then go?
Yes.
Yeah, usually,
Yep.
or you see him on a boat just about to arrive. I think
Oh, yeah.
one of those.
Cool.
Yeah. What do you think about this new professor-y guy?
I don't trust him.
It's
I don't trust
It's-
him.
it's interesting that he's based in Vermilion City and not in a place in Galar.
Mm.
It's so weird to me that they're not using. Well, I think they do show up eventually. They must do, but
Oh, what's her name?
like the Galar professors and stuff. Like
Magnolia and Sonia.
it's so weird seeing them like take such a back seat to in the anime. Like usually they would like go to they'd go to Galar and then he'd like and then like go to stadiums, I guess, and like just
Yeah.
do some battles. Like that's usually
It's a complete change from the norm of the typical rinse repeat story arc of Pokemon series.
Mm.
So it's a nice change to have, like I said, for nice change to have for 20 years. And it's going to be interesting to see if that continues on after the series, or if they will do a new series where they just start off in Galar.
And like audience reactions to it, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
The turn away. Yeah,
I guess
cool.
they must feel that there's a definite like on their end they must feel like there's a definite need to kind of refresh the series a little bit.
Yeah, the writers surely must be feeling stale,
Yeah.
Mm.
you
Yeah.
know, and they just want to creative change themselves. And we can all respect that.
But yeah, my big theory for the thing, if we all have one, maybe just to end up on, my big
Go for
theory is that the new professor is evil. I don't know if they've ever done that before, but that's my big theory.
Dennis?
Well, I guess my theory is that eventually Galar will become a bigger component of the anime. And yeah, my final thought, I guess, is it's kind of weird that they're doing a series about going all over, to different worlds and seeing Pokemon. Like, there might be Pokemon that appear in this series that you can't get in Sword and Shield, which is quite interesting.
Mhm.
I just find that unusual.
My theory is that Go is gonna catch a Pokemon that has not been seen in any Pokemon media yet.
Oh, it's gonna be
A
like
Pokemon
a big
that will
thing.
make its debut in the anime. So like how Meltang and Melmetal was popped up in Pokemon Go. Ketleon from Generation 3 popped up halfway through Generation 2 in the anime. Stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
So
that'd be super cool.
I think Go will be catching a Pokemon we've never seen before.
And maybe as well, this is a hint towards like what a future possible game could be like.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
cross region.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have we all done our like thoughts and stuff? Yeah.
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 Also Sword and Shield, they have like these special like animated segments that are like online only. We should talk about them sometime as well.
They're good.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that'd be cool. Yeah.
they're good.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, cool. Thank you for watching this DEXperience Poke News.
Interrupting
DEXperience and news at 10. Dung dung. It's Law and Order. That's fine.
Okay. Thank you for watching during the day. I hope you have a good rest of your day. If you're watching in the evening, have a good day.
Peace.